Back at Bull's Gap, this is the water cache, but there's about 3.5 gallons of water here. And trail coming in there. And I'm going this way about a week earlier than I did this last year. I've got about 4 pounds of water. And this year I'm starting at Bull's Gap because I have to be back maybe a day earlier than last time. Scott's Lake's 14.5 miles. I camped right here last year. Our hammock right up in there in that flat spot up there, kind of flat. And I cooked right here the next morning. I remember that. There was cars down here somewhere. The lights were shining back up through here. They were arguing or something. Yeah, right over there. You might put a small tent in there. I don't know. But I hammock between these 2 trees here. Last year I started at Trammell Trailhead, and this year it's Bull's Gap. The Randall Heath Memorial at mile 49.2, and it is quite a nice place. Great place to camp here, but you're right next to the road, which I found out, by the way, is the Alabama AT, or the Alabama Adventure Trail, like motorcycles and 4-wheel drives. It is gorgeous. Feels good right here. It's I'm sure it's hot, but there's a breeze here and it's shady. It's been mostly cloudy all morning. The clouds are breaking up now, and it's going to get rough here in a little while. So I'm gonna head on out. Right up that way. I'm starting my descent down to the next water source. I think it's just a 2.2 or something like that downhill. And I got to decide then whether I am going to stay there or try to go as far as I did last year. It's only 11:47, but I got started right about dawn, so it's if you get in the sun, it's pretty hot, but when a cloud comes over or the breeze picks up, it's pretty cool. So it's not as bad as I expected it to be. I think they were predicting a heat, a real feel temperature of in the mid-90s, but feels better than last year so far. I think I almost had a heat stroke a couple of times last year. I'm doing all the photos and videos with my iPhone. I did that to save some weight. And I have videoed this thing a bunch of times. Okay, downhill, I better cut it off. I thought it was a shoelace till it moved. Little black snake. Little baby. I'm gonna leave it alone as long as it'll leave me alone. Wow, looking at myself on the phone, I got a little more sun than I intended. Anyway, I'm just maybe 2-3 miles south of Porter's Gap Trailhead and near Joglama Lake, I think it's called. It's got a couple of different names depending on whose you use. I'm right beside a creek. I got the hammock set up. I may move a little further. It's like 1 in the afternoon. I've been here probably at least a half hour. This is where I told myself I was going to stop. And so I'll probably just stay here. My arm's dirty. Anyway, I come off that ridge line, man. It's like walking down into an oven, even down here near the water. It's just brutally oppressive down in here. Humidity really jumped. No clouds much now. There's a 50% chance of thunderstorms tonight. And, oh, get out of the sun here. I'm kind of in the shade, but it's trying to peek through. The sun's moving around. It was completely shady when I put it up, but now it's moved. There's a view outside the tent. I'm going to show you where I'm at. It finally cooled off after the sun got over the other side of the ridge here.